imafoundation.com is a registered organisation in India 2019 and in London 2008. The art organisation was established with the core purpose of identifying, supporting and promoting the best of contemporary Indian artistic talent and traditions in the international arena. In particular, selecting, supporting and promoting the artists deemed to be the future standard bearers for Indian art. The cultural traditions and endangered arts of India are also showcased and supported to ensure they inspire and engage a new generation. In 2017, IMA was chosen to represent India at UNESCO's World Humanities Conference held in Liège, Belgium, where the endangered arts of India and contemporary art was showcased. IMA continues to be committed to showcasing and cultivating the cultural DNA of the Indian nation. From April 2020 till the present, imafoundation.com is offering a live online art project which is focused on offering art training for all interested during the lockdown period. IMA Foundation is proud to present a retrospective show of the works of SOUMITRA CHATTERJI. SOUMITRA was born in Saga, Madhya Pradesh in 1958. He completed his Masters in Art History with printmaking from the Kala Bhavana in Santiniketan in 1984. Throughout his college life, he was a merit scholar and he received the Shubhona Banik Award for Best Result in Bachelor of Fine Arts in 1982. In his multifaceted career spanning 3 decades or more, he has served in educational institutions as the head of Department of Art in Sherwood College, Nainital, the Assam Valley School, Kasiga School, Dehradun, and GD Goenka World School, Sohna, Haryana. Besides this, he has held administrative positions as housemaster, dean of boys, head of curriculum administration, and activity coordinator at various times. SOUMITRA has had solo shows with Artage Kolkata and Art Heritage New Delhi. He was a participant of 2-man shows, one in Gallery Kathion, Kolkata, and one in Art Heritage New Delhi. He has participated in various group shows held in Academy of Fine Arts, Birla Academy of Art and Cultures, and ICC Art Gallery, Kolkata. In recent times, he has participated in various online group shows, the most recent one being in the Janus Art Gallery, entitled 14, A Kaleidoscope of Different Realities. SOUMITRA has been inspired by nature from the very beginning, having grown up in Jharkhand and trained in Kala Bhavan, Santiniketan, and thereafter he was fortunate to have worked in the surroundings of the majestic, mystic and pristine Himalayas. A trained printmaker, he absorbed the visual stimuli offered by the textures of rocks, vegetation and water bodies and incorporated the same in his timeless artwork. His choice of mediums range from printmaking, drawing, watercolours, oils and acrylic on canvas, monochromes, pen and ink, etc. His primary intention in his work is to make the onlooker travel into visual space and experience the splendour of nature. SOUMITRA CHATTERJI is presently a full-time artist who lives and works in Kolkata, in Santiniketan, India.
IMA Foundation is trying to showcasing internationally and nationally contemporary cutting-edge work and endangered and indigenous work. Today, Soumitra Das work will be showcasing few work only. It's not possible to in 45 minutes showing all of work. My name is Radha Binod Sharma. I'm founder of imafoundation.com. IMA Foundation is founded 2008 in London and 2019 India founded as a non-profit organization. Today is 13 Retrospective live online Zoom. Soumitra, welcome.
Thank you. I take this opportunity to thank Rani and Radha Binod Sharma, as well as imafoundation.com for providing me a platform to showcase and share my work over the years. My sincere thanks goes to Trina, my wife, for spending countless hours in compiling and collating the various phases of my work. My gratitude goes towards my parents and my brother, Colonel Dr. Amitabh Chatterjee, for the support and the best wishes along my artistic journey. I would like to also acknowledge my teachers and seniors in Kalabhavan Shantiniketan for encouraging and inspiring me to perform to the best of my abilities. Happy viewing.
Soumitra, this is your early work, 1978, I can see. If you want to say anything about early work.
Well, let me talk to you about the still lives you see here. They were done during a group work under Somnath, and he put various things, a painting and then a drapery, and he said that you have to actually focus on the picture. Now it's your headache how you do it. So, well, this is what my impression was while I was doing this work.
Actually, you can see from depthness of your tone and molding in color and pencil work also. Somnath, you're lucky, you know. We missed it then.
This was a series on. Unfortunately, I don't have most of this. Is the only print which survived. And looking at the frog, you can see that even a frog has a dream. A dream, something of paradise. And he is in a kind of a dreaming of paradise. This was the essence of the work.
This is your Nainital series.
Yeah. These three works I have, they actually represent hostel life in a school. Confined, yet you see the opening and you can see the landscape at the back. And the boys, highly disciplined, they were always in order. So you can see a kind of order among the kids. And because the school was built on different levels, so what I tried to show was from various views, various angles, kind of a view from a window. This is where the change started. Photograph is not very clear. It's a very old painting. But character, which actually suddenly started changing, was the creeping in of nature. Creeping in of nature, and
so 86 beginning of landscape.
Yes. This one I did when I went to Shantiniketan during the holidays. And those days the most positive thing was that even ex-students could go and work freely in the department. So while staying there, I thought of doing a litho. And this is the outcome. This is also Nainital, but then if you see, the structural element is predominating still. Though nature is setting in, but the structure element is still there. This is going down to the plains from the hills, and you see the wheat field and the radiant yellow look so striking that inspired me to do this landscape. Staying in Nainital, when the clouds is to form and the light is to fall on nature, a sense of fantasy and magical. This is a view of the garden we had outside our house in Nainital. And this is a kind of a early evening scene. And as I told you, the skies were absolutely magic. And I tried to catch that essence in this work. I was experimenting with ink and poster color and watercolor on top. Yeah, this was actually a watercolor and ink wash watercolor. Ink wash.
This is also ink wash, right?
Yeah. A pathway near a house, and I tried to observe the pebbles and the weeds, and the mist was slowly setting in. So I tried to capture that moment. Late evening in Nainital is not a spot. None of my works are actually done on spot. It is based on impression. So it's not an exact view taken from a particular angle. What I do is I try to catch the atmosphere as closely as possible. And you see the reflection on the lake, and it's like a kind of a fantasy world if you see the town from a distance. This is a typical evening scene while driving down to Kaladungi. And again you see the setting of the mist and the light falling on vegetation, creating a kind of a drama by itself. Similarly, here also I have used ink and watercolor, dry brush on watercolor. This was just a phase. Surround vision. Now, what happened while driving down the hills, every moment you are seeing a kind of a frame complete by itself. So what I tried to do here was to combine them, compose them, and try to catch certain areas. Combination of various vision. This jacaranda plant, I mean, if you see, this is kind of a fantasy. They don't grow on rocks. But the color and the light falling on it and the intensity of the landscape at the back. And I could see this rolling cloud just before the rain. And it was fantastic. And I tried to capture the rolling element of the clouds. Actually, if you see, they were actually giving demonstration to the kids. They were not very aware of black and white, nor they were aware of using simple tool like a ballpoint. So I used to take them to these various spots, and to inspire them, I used to sit with them and to work. And the result was fantastic. I mean, some kids, they picked it up so seriously, and they are still doing their work. I mean, they still are doing black and white using ballpoint. This is a corner in the Assam Valley garden area. The same location in a different angle. This is an impression of the tea garden. And this was just next to the stadium. So while parking my car there, I quickly sat down and tried to capture the expanse and the undulation of land. Typical evenings, if you see the cracks out here, they are called hulas. Usually the elephants move around here. And it's a kind of a pathway for them. So they used to have these gaps in between, and the field, if you see, the tree plants, I mean, they look like so a manicured pattern they form inspired me. Masuri Hill at the back. This is Gurgaon again. There was a farmer family. I used to just watch them go about life every day. See the barrenness you can see all over. This is a typical foggy Gurgaon, but it did look romantic. Himantopolli, Shantiniketan. This is a view of a garden corner where we stay. Twilight zone, evening scene. This is an impression of the Khowai. They're full of buildings.
This you can't see anymore, I think.
No. And the dark clouds and the rain was about to come. And you could see the Kash pool and the lightning and the thunder. This is actually a scene in the early morning while I was going to the mandir, and the leaves fallen and the reflection of the light coming through, and that's what I tried to capture. The early morning sunlight, Samrakunja. This is again the evening. These are various blocks and the light and the reflection. This is a kind of an impression. Trying to catch the light. So this is the backyard. Elephant plants around. And this is the latest. We were in Shantiniketan for 2 months. Alpukur. Early morning winter haze.
I was really enjoying Soumitra's walk, a travel without a camera. Though I have seen landscapes, I have related your landscapes with your first walk, what you had shown, the still life with Somnadha. The drapery, the way you had handled the drapery, I could actually see that kind of light and shade throughout your walk. I mean, that is how I personally related from the first walk to the last walk. Again, a travel of a passionate, romantic person without a camera. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ananda.
Annesa from Tripura.
First of all, I want to thank Radha sir for this opportunity. I mean, every Sunday is so beautiful, and I'm getting to see lots of work, and I'm having so much, I won't say fun, but right now in lockdown, we are working from home, and currently I'm in Gurgaon. Yeah, when I first started viewing your Nainital work, I was wondering, oh my God, such amazing cloud, and nature is looking so vibrant, so detailed. I was feeling so amazing, and I was just thinking, in Gurgaon, there is always smog around, and I don't even see clouds. And then I saw your Gurgaon work, and I just took a screenshot of the last work. With the smog, and there was this light coming in. It was an evening, and I was amazed. I mean, how beautifully you captured it. I mean, this is amazing. And I was also thinking, when I was in school, I used to travel. I'm a person who doesn't go out much. I have always locked myself inside a room all my life.
Okay.
I barely go out. But whenever I'm out and I see natural things happening, I'm always amazed, and I've always wanted to capture that. I've always wanted to paint it, and today I just saw you who have really done it. I always wanted.
Oh, thank you so much. So very kind of you.
Actually, we really love young generation talking. Actually, that's why I really appreciate young generation to come out like that. Annesa, fantastic what you said, and that make you to feel, made you to think, made you to generate your new vision, from Soumitra Das work today. Thank you very much.
Amazing. Thank you so
much.
Thank you,
Rojito.
I really enjoyed the journey. I like the way you saw the landscape. The landscape was not, was taking you on a rather surreal plane. A lot of times. And at the same time, I don't know, it just captivated you, the way you used places, like for example, the corner in the garden, and then you had the next one was the twilight zone.
Yeah.
And the garden corner, it was much earlier. I think they were similar situations, but so well highlighted and brought out.
Thank you so much. Very kind of you.
I think you seem to be very comfortable with whatever medium you pick up. When it came to your watercolors, when it came to your acrylics, when it came to your oils, you seem to understand each medium very well and handled it in the same manner.
Yeah, that was my endeavor.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zito.
All the best.
Thank you. Thank you, Zito.
Yeah.
I'm Basu Banerjee.
Basu.
Nostalgia for me while going through the landscapes of yours. I remember the early days when we were together, when you used to sit down on a field and then start sketching out. So from that very first day and to this day, which has been an excellent journey of yours for the last 3 decades plus presentations that has been. It has been mind-blowing to be a part of this show where I could see each of the paintings, and it has been amazing, I tell you. Probably you were making me walk through because most of the places where you have done, I have visited almost every and each place. It was just coming to me as a memoir of what I have laid through, and it came through your specific painting, live paintings in fact. Even if you don't have a camera, these paintings will take you through a journey which will always remember. It's a lifetime achievement, I tell you, Soumitra. And I'm
Thank
grateful
you so
and
much.
thankful
Thank
to you.
So kind of you.
Thank you, Basabda. Very kind.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure, my privilege.
Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
It was lovely watching Soumitra's work. As in the initial years of my working life, I started working with Soumitra in Sherwood College, Nainital. It was lovely and too very happy to see that, and it can be seen in your work, and that you are continuously working still. So that was great seeing your work, Soumitra, and your technique. Always appreciated the way you have been working.
So kind
that
of
was
you.
great.
First of all, thanks goes to Radha and imafoundation showcasing the works of Soumitra. It's a good opportunity that I got Soumitra as my senior in Kalavavan, and it was a very good association with him for a long time in hostel life and Kalavavan. As a senior, he was like a mentor to us. Still, he is working, continuing his work. That's a good thing that we continue the work.
Thank you, Uttam.
My name is Sahil Kumar, pursuing my fine arts from Kharagarh University in painting. I am a third year student. First of all, thank you, imafoundation and respected sir. I actually wanted to just share a little thought process of mine. When I was in class 9th or 10th, that time my mother showed me her pictures of Nainital. She used to visit Nainital and she showed me her album. So from that point of time, I got Nainital into my bucket list. That when I will be grown up, I will go to Nainital and all. Now after viewing this artwork, so I just feel that now over my bucket list, I feel like I have already visited the Nainital. So here I got a point of difference between a photograph and a painting. That a photograph gave me the grace to visit a place, and this painting gave me a satisfaction that I had visited the place. Peaceful surroundings, especially that painting, the sparkle night. So the viridian hues of nature, the colorful playing of nature. So I can experience that I am sitting in those light sign and under the sky in that evening sky painting. So that's why I want to appreciate your works and everything. So thank you.
We love you people to come forward actually.
Yes, sure, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, when I just joined this meeting, before everything was started, I just felt, oh, I'm into a family where I know no one. And everyone is just talking to each another, and I was feeling so blessed that I'm into a room of a family of everyone from Santiniketan talking in Bengali. I don't understand Bengali, but still I was able to feel comfortable. So this is the essence of artists, that one new artist can never feel isolated or uncomfortable between a group of artists. They all are so welcoming always.
Basically, imafoundation is designed for appreciate young people to open their voice. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Soumitra, I have enjoyed your work very much because I love landscapes. Some of your landscape, I cannot mention the names just now, but I really loved those works. I also loved your black and white sketches. Those are fabulous.
Thank you so much. K.G. Subramanian, he was a great teacher. To say a few words, happened that there was a book, Moving Focus, and we were having trouble to understand what is abstract. So I asked Manida, can you just explain exactly what is abstract? And interestingly, he said, ki, tomar kache ki somay ache? That's why I'm asking you. So he said, well, if you have the time, and how's your room, the hostel room, is it clean? I said, I was very particular about keeping my room clean. So I said, that should not be a problem, Manida. So he came all the way to my room. I called some of the juniors, seniors to sit with me to hear him. And the way he explained what is abstract was fascinating. It was so simply put. He said, if you see a rock, see a mountain, or see a rock, can you see a face in it? Don't some of them look like animals? Some look like humans? I said, that is true. And when you see landscape, even vegetation with under certain light, they resemble humans or some animal form. And I actually understood what abstract is from him. So that is what abstract is. Even a realistic landscape can have abstract elements. We have to see closely.
So kind of you, Soumitra. That is
Thank you.
Everybody's day and my day, absolutely. This kind of small word, but this is like a big ocean putting in one hand, and giving you the gift in a few words. It's like a lucky to hear, actually. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bande Mataram.
Bande Mataram.